So in this video, I will show you how to get the Real Roborock app to work with Home Assistant. And it's not going to be the Zombie app, it's going to be the Real Roborock app. You're going to have a lot of the features of Roborock, be able to see the map, be able to see when it docks, when it undocks, things like that. And let's get to it. So today I'm going to start out with a fresh Home Assistant install, and you can see me install Home Assistant, get it up and running on Proxmox in my other video, and that I'll link down in the description. It's a fresh install. It has HACS in it already, and I'm going to go over to the repo for Roborock integration for Home Assistant. This guy made it, and thank you for the work and your time on this. So he bought a Roborock max fee, and he wanted to get the Roborock app to work with Home Assistant. And if you know, Home Assistant doesn't work with the Real Roborock app. It works with the Xiaomi Home app. So you don't have all the features in the Xiaomi app either, so I didn't like that. So I stuck with the Roborock Real app. So he recommends installing it in the HACS, which I already got installed. So he does the steps right here. We're going to put in a custom repository, so it's going to be this one. And so I'll go over here and copy this, the repository URL. Then I'll go over to Home Assistant, and I'm going to go to integrations. I'll go over here to custom repositories, and then I'm going to paste in the repository that I just had. I'm going to mark it as integration in the category side, and I'm going to add it. Okay, as you can see, it's been added up here. And if you want to delete it, you can just hit this button right here. But I'm going to exit out, and I'm going to go back to the first. So go integrations, go down here to explore and download repositories. And then, for some reason I already had Roborock. So I'm going to type in Roborock here. And this is what you'd get without that custom repository added. But we added the custom repository, so now we have access to the integration. Before you get into this, always make sure, go over the code, look at it, and see if it's good and doesn't have any malicious stuff in it. I didn't see anything, so but don't take my word for it. Always look at the code and see if you see anything that looks bad or thing, because this is open source, so it is made by third parties. But I thank him for his time on this. So reverse engineering the API. So we'll go back to search for repository, then we're going to go to Roborock, and as you can see, it came up. It's telling you the installation. You are going to need your username and password for the Roborock app to get this working, because it works on the cloud. So I'm going to go down here to download, bottom right, and then you click the latest version, which is 1.0.6. It might be later for you, so you might have a greater version. It's going to install it in the config and custom components, and then Roborock. And then I'm going to just download right here. Click the download button. I'm going to download it, put it in the custom components, and then we are going to have to restart Home Assistant for this to take place. Okay, so let's go over here. It's pending restart. It downloaded it. So we're going to go over to settings, go to developer tools, and then check and restart. You used to have to check configuration in the early days of Home Assistant, but you don't now. It'll check it when you restart it, from what I'm told. So restart. It's going to restart the Home Assistant. You can see it's reconnecting right here. Okay. It's coming back up. So if you go over here to integrations, you can see that it's not pending restart anymore and it's activated. So we'll go over to settings, go over to integrations. Then we're going to go down to add integration right here. I'm going to type in Roborock. And then we're going to click that one. Starting the wizard. So we're going to log in with username and password. I'm going to pause it right here, put in my username and password. Okay, as you can see, it's successfully added, and I put my username and password. We're back in action, and then you can put it in the area. I'm going to put it in the living room. Okay, finish right here. Click to finish. And then you can see we have one device right here. So we can see if she is docked and her name's Rosie, like the Jetsons. So you can see the mop intensity, the mop mode. You can see the map right here. You can see the current cleaning area, cleaning duration, current errors if there's any, and current map selected, and current room, family room, dock dust collection, dock mop, dock status, dock washing mode, filter left, last clean area, last clean duration, and then sensors, dirty left, and then you can see a lot of information. And you can use all this information to make a automation if you want to too. So, but you can go over here, you can go to and you can see the entity ID, and you'll need that to create automations with. I'm gonna go back. You can also start cleaning from here too, if you want to. You have pause, stop, locate, or clean spot, and then locate right here. And then this one's return home. You can change the fan speed, balance, turbo, max, custom, max plus. You can see all the attributions. And then there's a lot of info in here. So you can see 100% charged. You can see she's on charging right now. You can see when she's docked and when she's not docked. So if you go over to a logbook, this is a new installation. She's always been docked, so it's going to say docked right here. But with yours, once you get more data built up, you'll see not docked and docked. Let's go backwards, and that's about it on this. But you can see the firmware version. You can see the logbook when she does certain things, and you can go over here and rename it to something different, like robot, robo. Okay, update. Then as you can see, the name changed. Same entity ID, but name changed. So that's about it. So today I showed you how to install the Real Roborock app, not the Exami Home app, on Home Assistant. This makes it to where you can see all the info on your robot, makes it to where you can use that info in home automations within Home Assistant, and makes your Home Assistant even smarter. So if you're following along, this is a home automation from scratch video to where we go over the install process, to the setting of the software, then to get to the home automations that I've created and the ideas that I've had. So if you're following along and you like this series, go ahead and subscribe, comment, and like, and stay tuned for more.